Search of a field near Peoria turned up no trace of Stacy Peterson. Investigators searched this field Saturday after receiving a tip from jail last week, but dogs only led them to animal remains. Stacy Peterson disappeared in October of 2007. Her husband, Drew, is on trial next month for the murder of his third wife, Kathleen Savio. Earlier, Drew Peterson's attorney, Joel Brodsky, questioned why the new search for Stacy came a month before the trial.
For a small tip, they put up a media tent, they had a press conference, they had a staging area. They went through a lot of trouble for a small tip. It turned out to just turn up two possums.
Joel Brodsky says it's impossible for a tip to come from jail because Peterson is in isolation.
Alan Harn is an anthropologist who helped authorities search for Stacy Peterson over the weekend. He joins us now by phone. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Sandy.
Yes, this is Robin and Larry.
Oh, Robin.
We're on the show now. You were talking to Sandy, our producer. We wanted to ask you a couple of questions. What did you experience yesterday?
Well, actually, it was a typical day in anthropology. A lot of careful investigation, a lot of digging, following up disturbances. But in the two instances that we actually excavated, we found no remains that would relate to the crime scene investigation.
Mr. Harn, you said that you felt police had a really good tip. What makes you think that?
I can't really discuss that because I don't know that much about it. But they seem to have a very creditable tip that led them to a general area. But the area is quite large, and it's going to require more than just some simple spot excavation. They'll probably have to bring in some magnetometry or ground-penetrating radar to isolate specific spots that then we might test archaeologically.
So we're under the impression that it was just the dogs they brought in to sniff out what they believe might have been the locations of remains, and now you're saying the next step would be to bring in this equipment. Don't they usually do both at the same time so they don't just dig around, or is that normal procedure?
No, not necessarily. Yeah, in fact, you might spend days or weeks in between any given procedure. Mm-hmm. And I don't know exactly what they will be trying next on that.
Mr. Harn, did you find anything to lead you to believe that something had been tampered by man in that field?
There are all sorts of depressions and likely areas out there, but the ground is covered with a heavy grass vegetation, and it's virtually impossible to make any kind of real determination without some sort of further testing. And the most economical thing is a magnetometry or a ground-penetrating radar.
Did they tell you if they are for sure the state police going to be going back out there again? And did they ask you to...
They'll be going back out there certainly, but what procedure they will use, I have no idea.
So they have not given up yet?
Oh no, no. I think the lead is significant enough that they will exhaust every avenue in pursuing it.
All right, Alan Harn, who is an anthropologist and helped with the digging operations on a tip that Stacy Peterson might have been in that location near Peoria. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.